All right, ladies and gentlemen. So my co-host is out here doing adult things and being a responsible adult. I am going to do the adult thing and be a responsible adult and not go anywhere for the rest of the day because after this game, this is what I need. I don't know about if you if you're under 21, please do not engage. If you're 21 and up, do it responsibly. Because after this game, after this game, bro. Listen, that was atrocious. I don't know. I don't know
Let's,
about you.
let's,
That was atrocious.
let's just go ahead and kick things off.
We told y'all what could happen if
We,
y'all didn't pay
we said
attention.
it. We did. We said that if they come out playing flat at all, sure, Clemson could be playing bad, but Clemson is still good enough
To dog walk you,
to dog walk you. And here we are, one
bro.
dog walking later.
First play, double pass, 75 yards, touchdown. Very first
One,
play.
here we are, one mutton chopping later.
And here's the bad part, dog. Here's the bad part. This game looked worse than the TCU game. This game looked worse than the UCF game. Oh my God.
Don't even.
Oh my God.
Listen. Don't even get me started on that part.
Oh my.
One. Defense looked befuddled, confused, schmackledorfed, out of pocket, in the pocket, every which way you could have put it. This defense wasn't bit. Now,
every double move they bit on. They bit on every double move that Clemson threw out there. I'm like, bro, I'm looking at the safety. I'm like, bro, how did you fall for this? Literally, Randall just leaks out to the left. All three, the corner, the outside linebacker, and the safety, all like, hey, yo, let's look at this short fake screen. And we ain't going to touch Randall. Randall's just going to be like, oh, ain't nobody coming out here to guard me?
Listen,
all right.
Listen, they were biting on receivers like Scruff McGruff takes a bite out of crime.
Bro,
it was
bad.
Like, there was absolutely no pass rush. Sure, we did get a sack, I think maybe a sack or two.
Bruh.
In like the fourth quarter or the end of the third leading into the fourth quarter. Sure, we held Clemson scoreless in the third quarter. Guess who also was scoreless in the third quarter?
Boom.
We were. So what is that? What difference did it make?
And not only
Thaddeus Dixon got hurt.
Thaddeus Dixon got hurt. We
got robbed of two interceptions. Well, got robbed of an interception, and Thaddeus dropped the other.
Thaddeus dropped one, got robbed of the one at the back of the end zone. We had the wide open TD that Max couldn't just get it to stay in bounds.
I can't even blame that on Max.
I'm not even blaming it on Max because he had to. He had to throw it up because that blitz was coming. And he got
hit. It was like there was no way I'm throwing a good pass at this. Now on Green's end, Green definitely could have made a better shot of staying in bounds.
Bruh, Heisman Cade Indy.
He looked. We said it. We said this though. We said it. We said you can't let that man look like a Heisman candidate. We said it.
I want you to understand this. This man, and ESPN put up the stat, and I got the screenshot. This man went 21 of 23 in the first half, 91%. With two TDs.
91. Through 14. Through 4 TDs.
4, 2, it don't matter. The man threw everything.
That man threw 4 TDs in the first half at a 91% clip.
Bro, I hate it here. Like I'm looking at, and here's the bad part. First drive, Max, after the first play, Max got the team driving. We going down the field. I'm like, all right, bet they're going to match this. 3rd and 1. They said 3rd and 1, perfect sit opportunity. All Paysour had to do was sit. He kept taking the slant inside. and we miss that pass and go for the field goal. Honestly, it was 4th and 1 in their red zone. I wish Bill would have went for it because I'm like, it's against Clemson. 4th and 1. You can't go field goal for touchdown with Clemson. And we already just saw our defense just bit on the very first play. So it was like it was going to be a long day from Rip.
Here's the problem, though. Here's a problem that we continue to come back to every week after week. First drive looks good. Then from between the first drive and the fourth quarter, we forget what an offense looks like. We forget what a game plan looks like. We forget what a script to running a game looks like. The fucking offense, excuse my language, but the play calling.
Hey, that's how the play got him cussing, me drinking on the. You know it was a bad day, bro.
The play calling is entirely uninspired. There is no movement. The route packages are dog water.
Bruh.
Offensive line is getting blown up on every run play we have. Then it's like, okay, come fourth quarter. Then come fourth quarter is when we decide, you know what? Now we're going to play football. What happened to the second and third quarters?
I don't buy this is a lack of talent.
I don't buy it either. It's not a lack of talent. I don't buy it either. Because some people will say,
I think it's both. I think 2 things can be true. I think it is like we don't know, so we don't know what we're doing. Like we just lose all sense and purpose after that first drive. But then not only that, the talent just isn't there, or the talent is just forgotten, because there's no way. I'm sorry, there is no way you have been playing corner and safety this long and you don't understand a route combo of, hey, yo, somebody's staying short. That means somebody's going deep from somewhere. Like I'm sitting there. I called out one of Clemson screens easily. And I was looking at it because it was the one where Big 87 just ran straight down the line in motion. And I'm sitting there. I'm like, bro, that's a screen. There's no way he's going to do it. Next thing you know, they run the screen. He comes, cracks the corner. They get an easy first down. Then they get the other one where they threw the screen outside and they let bro tiptoe down the whole sideline. Mind you, he did step out of bounds. I know. I don't care what nobody says.
His foot looked out to me. But either way,
out of bounds.
But either way, because remember Tuesday, I said it Tuesday. Randall is going to run all over you, even if you don't get him running from out of the backfield. He's been dangerous outside of the backfield as a receiver. I said it flat out. Sure, Wesco got held in check for pretty much this whole game. Wesco wasn't even a problem.
You don't need to be a problem when they sitting there doing trick plays and getting a touchdown every two, three drives. But you know what else we also said about that mess? We said with Thaddeus Dixon being on Wesco, it literally comes down to everyone else on the field doing their job. And guess what they did? Not a lick of it. Not 1 ounce of their job.
Not 1 ounce of their job showed up at all coming into this set. It doesn't make like he took it down. He took it down.
I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed, dog.
It's embarrassing. And you can't start off ACC play like this. You can't. You can't start off ACC play like this. And even the commentator said it a lot during this game. This comes down to coaching. Because they had 4 illegal formation penalties. 4 of them. How in the world do you not know how to line up on offense? Bro. Then you had to burn a timeout you didn't want to use because you had 12 men on the field because somebody wasn't paying attention.
That one on the
you got a lineman.
Yeah.
Definitely coaching. Because this is where I don't agree. I don't agree with you on 2 things can be true in this particular situation. We do not have a lack of talent. We've seen what we have talent-wise, and we have a legitimate team when it comes down, at least on paper, talent-wise.
Okay, on paper I'll give you, but like execution today showed me there was a lack somewhere because that's just.
But that's not it.
In terms of physical talent, it's there. Mental talent, mental awareness was just not there today. I don't.
But that's the thing. But that's the thing. So if we want to say lack of talent, we can definitely say lack of talent in coaching, because there's no way if you have over 10 people on your staff that has NFL experience as either a player or a coach, you can't sit here and tell me that you can't teach them simple packages. You can't teach them simple concepts. Bro. But you out here, and I'll even give some of the players that showed up in spring and didn't get enough practice, I'll give some of them a little bit of leeway. Not a whole lot, not enough. You got about this much leeway. About as wide as this is how much leeway you got. But let me tell you, when it comes down to the fact that you can't read simple route packages, that you don't know how to set up as a line,
you don't know how to shed a block, bro.
You don't know how to shed blocks. The play calling is uninspired. The pass rush was non-existent. Bro. Pass coverage was non-existent until late in the game, and by that time the game's out of hand.
Bro.
Then you score a late touchdown with 8 minutes left in the game.
Against Clemson's second and third string. Like, let's call it for what it is. It wasn't against their starters. It wasn't against their top dog. It was against their second and third string. And you get the sack that we were talking about on K. Klubnik in the third quarter, dog.
In the third quarter.
Oh, cool. Guess what? You still ain't do nothing. Play calling was horrendous. Like, I'm sitting here.
Exactly. UNC has more talent than Wake Forest, but Wake Forest plays much better.
Bro. And not only that, they showed this clip twice during the game. And I want to show this to you, bro, because this joint had me dying. And you might have seen it in the commercial break, but I got to show you this because this joint had me dying, right? Mm. So it was this clip of this young lady during the game.
Here at the University of North.
She said this.
Oh, the TCU thing. Yeah, I saw that
game, and that was one of the saddest feelings I've had in university so far, and I've failed midterms before, so that's saying something.
I want to know what. Hey, shout out to Anna Yee. I found her on IG and Twitter and whatnot because I was like, no, I got to get this clip. I got to get this clip off because she said this. She's even on TikTok. I followed her on TikTok. Anna, if you see this, hey, shout outs to you for being a real one. But because she has flat out said, yo, we sucked. And I want to know, because this was right before today's game, so I know she attended it. If she felt that way about the TCU game, what is she saying now about this game?
She probably didn't even go.
Oh, no, she got interviewed before it, so she went.
Oh, no, she got interviewed before it. She may not have stayed for the game. She might have still been hurt.
She may not.
But, like, my thing is, like I said, what bothers me is there's clearly a lack of coaching somewhere. Because even if you have 70 new players, once again, I said it out loud, Memphis is making 70 new players work. You have better talent than most teams in the ACC right now. Hell, to be honest with you, Clemson was technically on par. You were technically on par with Clemson. So you out here telling me that for a team that is on par with the team you just played to get dog walked like this because you looked like you didn't know what you were doing, bro, there should be at some point, you're no longer looking at the players. You're looking at the staff wondering, okay, you had a whole bye week. What did you fix?
That's my question. And I was thinking,
what did you fix?
I was thinking that the whole way through. I said, there's no way if you're staying disciplined, because all day the secondary was not disciplined. You had a whole bye week, and you knew what Clemson could do. We talked about this on Tuesday. K. Klubnik, as crazy as his captain, as bad as he's looked against bigger opponents, can still throw the ball and dice you up.
He's still throwing well. He's still averaging 200 plus yards a game.
Can still do it. So how is it every time they wanted to really test and go deep, they could get
easy.
almost anything they wanted. They could get almost anything they wanted. Back shoulders, over the top, deep post, deep slant. The only two that I'll say that we were on top of was the interception that we should have got at the back of the end zone, and the one where they call offensive pass interference, but because bro blatantly pushed our DB in the back of the end zone because we were over the top.
And you know, it's funny. I can't even give that second one that. The only time we looked like we were on top of something was the one Caleb cost deflection with like 5 minutes left in the game.
Oh,
that and the interception we got robbed on. That was the 2 times pass coverage looked like it looked good.
Bro, I sat there watching this game, sitting there thinking to myself, looking at the first drive, and I'm like, all right, bro, you know what? First play, it was a fluke. Let's just lock in. Be just what's the word? Dang. Basically responsible in what we see. Don't overcommit. Just do your job. Just do your job. You know what I mean? Don't bite on the fakes. Stick in your zone and play your depth. Very next drive.
Let's not get antsy here. Let's not get antsy. Just one big play, no big deal.
That was my thing. I was like, it's just one big play, bro. We cool. Another big play. Another big play. Another big play. End of the first quarter. 28-3.
It was so bad that most of the stadium was cleared out before the second quarter was even over.
Oh, bro, they were walking out before halftime. But Monty Jones
said something interesting. If Bill brings in coaches who are actually coaching, how good are they? Because here's the thing. His son coached Thaddeus Dixon at Washington.
Yeah, they did talk about that. They said
they pointed that out.
They're like, hey,
yo, Steve Belichick was actively coaching. So Steve Belichick was recently a coach. He was just in Washington the season before.
And I
agree.
That's why the defense doesn't get as much of a pass, because Steve Belichick, being the coach at Washington, wasn't he also a part of that Washington team that went to the Natty against Michigan 2 years ago?
I think so.
Like, that Washington team got to the national championship. So Steve Belichick, you don't have an excuse for not knowing how to coach a collegiate defense.
Especially when you had the bye week, then your defense that was looking at, I would say, at least half decent going into the bye looked worse. Like, the offense stayed dang near on par. I know the bar was real low for that par, but at least they looked the same. Yeah, the defense ain't look like themselves until 7 minutes left in the third at best. They were getting walked all up and down the field. The only person that I can really say played his ass off was Mims.
My apologies. Steve Belichick was still the outside linebacker coach for the New England Patriots in 2023, but he became the Washington defensive coordinator in 2024. So he had 1 year of collegiate experience, but that's still 1 year more than these other coaches, including his own father.
Because once again, like I said, at least the offense looked like the same offense we have been grown to be disappointed in. The defense,
listen, I'm gonna say
y'all backtracked hard.
And I hope most people agree with this statement. Max didn't do a bad job today.
No, because I agree even with the commentators that I think he's done enough to start another game.
Yeah, Max did not do a bad job today. A lot of coverages were blown up. For some reason, the line just didn't show up. There was one screen pass we did.
They had a bye week. That is exactly what's alarming.
Bro, we had a screen pass early that went to Ship, and Culliver was blocking on the outside. And Culliver just let himself get blown up, and the Clemson DB just blew the whole play up. Like, Culliver it was right after I think we went down 21-3, 28-3. And bro just didn't look like he was engaged. He just like let it happen. We get blown up, and even the commentators are like, "Yo, where's the effort? Where I get you down, but where's the effort? You got to fight with some pride at this point. You got to fight like you actually want to come back. You got to sit there. It's like, listen, you're down. You still got the rest of the game to chip this away.
Like
the chips,
like there has been.
You still got the rest of the game to chip this away, bro. Like, what is we talking about?
Because this was the first game. This is the first game so far this season. Like I said, and out of all the other disappointments that we've seen, this is the first game where like the whole team itself just rolled over and just let it happen. They just rolled over and got stomped on. Like I said, the only person I can really say, at least from the defensive end, that I saw really play with everything he got was Mims.
I'll give Dixon he played. Because he did
like Dixon was doing his job since week 1. I'm not including Dixon in this because Dixon has been doing exactly what everybody knows he should be doing since day 1.
I know
that man has been a shutdown number 1 corner.
Some people may be new here. Some people may be new here, and they ain't never seen us, and they be like, "Wait, so Dixon didn't do his job?" And we got to clarify for them because you know how the internet get.
That's fair. So we're gonna go ahead and let y'all know. Until said otherwise, Dixon is not included in any defensive slander because he has been doing his job since first snap.
Since spring.
So that man he's been a shutdown corner since spring. That man has been doing exactly what we expected of him to do and has been doing nothing less than that, if not by more. It is the rest of the group that we just kind of wondering where y'all at.
Otis and the Temptation. Hey, David Ruffin and the Temptations. That's what this is right
Ruffin and the Temptations is exactly what this is.
I mentioned the offensive line coach being a problem on another YouTube channel, but they disagree. Oh, no. Who? Because, here's the thing.
What are y'all watching? What are they watching?
Gio was hurt for a reason. Max almost got blown up multiple times today for a reason.
Max got hit a lot for that exact reason. Running game was non-existent for a reason. So no, the offensive line coach is also a problem because if your offensive line can't block,
nothing
can't read blitzes,
can't pick up a blitz, can't sit there and see when like open up a hole, can't sit there and provide pass protection for more than a second and a half. I didn't even go say 2 seconds.
I'm about to say he didn't even get to 2 seconds for most of those.
Like a second and a half. Then sit there, you can't line up right. Sitting there, you always false starting. Sitting there going downfield when you're not supposed to be going downfield. But we gonna sit there and say the offensive line coach ain't a part of that problem? Okay.
Can't. Though. Yeah. At this point, it's the entire coaching staff. At this point, there's no way you can sit here and say the offensive line coach ain't a problem. Yes, he is. And don't give him an excuse because he looked good against Charlotte and Richmond. And heck, he didn't look good against Charlotte.
He didn't because of the simple fact of the matter. We scored, 20?
Against Charlotte. And even here's the thing. It is against a Charlotte team that honestly should have put up 20 on us.
Bingo.
So let's stop being delusional for a quick minute and just go ahead and point out the fact of the team itself has been poorly coached up until this point. Point blank period. And I said it Tuesday. After this, if I said it Tuesday, Freddie Kitchens' seat should be on fire at this point.
You did say that.
That man should be sitting in that coach's seat with gasoline draws right now because there's no way.
You did say that, my friend.
No way. You're going to sit there and watch your offense struggle like it's doing and think that there's nothing you need to fix.
We got dog walked to oblivion today.
They said the Hill brothers.
The Hill brothers. I don't know who they are, but you know what I'm gonna do after we're done here? I'll go see if they do a post game, and we gonna talk about that. And I'll take some notes from that one. I'll take some notes on that one and see what they say. Because if they don't say that there was it, I promise you this much. I know for a fact if they try to say Max Johnson didn't play well, or they try to say that Thaddeus Dixon didn't do enough, these are two non-negotiables I'm definitely airing out. You're not gonna sit there and say Max Johnson played bad. Like you just
because Max Johnson went what 21 for 36.
At one point,
23 for 36.
At one point, I know he was 16 to 20. He was 16 to 24.
Because I know they pointed out. Well, I know they pointed out with 4 minutes left or so. Because they were saying that they feel like he did well enough to get another starting opportunity. Because at that time he was 21 for 36 for 177.
He went. I got it right here.
Or 21 for 34.
He went 26 of 42 for 213. This is the highest passing game we've had out of QB all season.
This is the most passing yards we've had all season.
For 213. But here's the other thing, bro. And we just talked about this. With our running game, you mean to tell me Benjamin Hall, 5 carries, 24 yards. Damon June, 5 carries, 16 yards. Max Johnson, 5 carries, 10 yards. Nathan Leacock, 1 carry, 6 yards. Caleb Hood, 1 carry -2. Jalen McGill, 1 carry, 3 yards. But the O-line wasn't an issue. The O-line and the O-line coaching ain't an issue. Not at all. When we can't even run the ball, we don't have not one running back getting above 25 yards for a game.
Like you aren't opening up running lane. You got linemen getting blown up in the backfield as soon as the play starts. Like there was nothing good coming out of any of these drives all game long. And like I said, and you say that one thing we did have good was, we got a touchdown. Great, we got a touchdown. We got a touchdown.
And garbage
down 38.
38-3. Garbage time.
Down 28 points. Sure, we got a touchdown. Woohoo! Great. Wave your sparklers around.
Like awesome. Do you think Clemson felt hurt about that at all? Because here's the other thing. And Clemson could, if Dabo really wanted to get him and Clemson back in contention for like potential high bowl game, maybe CFP if they win the ACC. Dabo could have ran the score up.
Here's the thing. Do you know how unhurt Clemson was? Clemson was so unhurt, they still even went for it on 4th and 1.
Right.
With 5 minutes left in the game. They still are willing to go for it on 4th down, up by whatever they are, because they are unhurt and unthreatened.
They're like, we did what we were supposed to do. And speaking of Wake Forest, they're beating Virginia Tech right now. Wake Forest beating Virginia Tech right now, 27-23.
Like there should be no universe where Wake Forest is outperforming North Carolina. I understand North Carolina is not a football school. I get it, but there should be no universe where that should be happening.
Says Bill hired too many coaches he has a relationship with, and not the best coaches.
Facts.
Yes, but I'll also say his best coaches have better jobs elsewhere.
Well, his best coaches, but it doesn't mean that they're not better coaches that he just doesn't have a great relationship with.
What I'm saying is, like, out of the coaches he has available, because I definitely think there are some players he'd been like, for example, let's be real, like, we know it's not going to happen, but if Belichick could have got Mike Vrabel, you don't think he would have?
Oh, absolutely. Hey, my thing is, why didn't you hire Gerard Mayo?
That's definitely one he should have got.
Gerard was available.
That's definitely one I agree with you. He should have got Gerard.
Because once New England decided to hire Mike Vrabel instead, why didn't you go get Gerard? You like Gerard. You liked him enough to be able to tell them that he should have the opportunity to be a head coach.
Yeah, I definitely would have picked up Gerard Mayo. So I can agree with that.
So at the end of the day, it's like because there were a lot of people criticizing the fact that Mike Lombardi got the GM job because Mike Lombardi was the GM when Bill was in New England.
Mm-hmm.
And and once again, I get Mike saying trust the process because Mike's been able to see the process firsthand. But the other problem is your son might not be a good coach. Your son might not be a good coach. We know that Steve can be a good coach, but we think he might just be better off as a position guy than a coordinator.
Honestly, like, cause I don't know, bro. Like, DC for Steve Belichick ain't it. It ain't it right now.
It just ain't it.
Cause I got to go back and look at what he did at Washington. Because now I'm starting to be like, was Washington's defense really that good, or did they just?
Like, they weren't bad.
Here's my thing: were they really that good, or did I only catch highlights and not the full? You see what I'm saying?
Like the defense, I think the defense they had that 1 year. It was, like I said, it wasn't a bad defense. I don't think it got blown up or destroyed or anything, but. Like in most cases, like you can point out, like, okay, did they only really just show me the highlights and not what the defense was actually doing?
So currently, I just want you to know this, right? Currently, in the ACC, out of all the teams that have played a conference game in the ACC, we are the only team that has scored less than 20.
Yep, now. Because it was Clemson up until today.
Here's the thing. No, I'm just looking at points forced versus points allowed. We are sitting at 10. The next closest team right now who's played a conference game is Virginia Tech at 23. Like, this just looks bad when I'm just sitting there looking at the order. Because, like, Miami and SMU are both sitting at zeros, but neither one of them have played an ACC game yet. So it's like, out of all the teams that have played ACC games, we just look atrocious.
Like, it doesn't just look bad. It is bad. It is terrible.
It is
like, like I said, I'm going to sit back. I'm gonna try to trust the process, but boy, this process is hard.
Oh, listen, Luke. When I tell you Luke is about to be on some next week, if he decides to come out and say something else, boy.
Oh yeah, Luke, boy.
Like,
because I will go ahead and say this: today was a feckless performance. It was a feckless performance. Indeed.
Not feckless, yo. That's
like there's no better way to say it. It looked entirely unmotivated. It looked lazy. Like, it was the pure definition of the word, and there's nothing else I can say.
That's crazy, but you're not wrong. You're not wrong, my boy. So,
but like games like these, and despite the fact that we've had 3 games like this, makes me continue to ask, okay, like, what are you what is anybody learning from these games?
I don't know, because here's what's worse to me. Games like these against Power 4 opponents, we've gotten effectively worse. Like,
yeah.
It's crazy how TCU, UCF, Clemson, we've gotten worse each game. I feel as though our execution and our performance and our desire to show up has gotten worse in every phase in each of these games, and it doesn't make sense. Because usually it goes the other way around. It's like, okay, you get smacked up week 1. You get better by your next big opponent. Then by your third big opponent, you starting to really hit your stride and do your thing. No. Like, the team as a whole, we seem to be going backwards. And especially from the coaching perspective. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's being said. I don't know what's being taught. But I know one thing. The secondary wasn't getting this burnt in terms of just, there it is, discipline. That was the word I was looking for earlier. They weren't this undisciplined against UCF. They weren't this undisciplined against TCU. Yeah, we got beat up and we lost the score, but the simple undisciplined mistakes on defense, the simple undisciplined mistakes on offense did not occur at as high of a frequency as they did in today's game. And those
they were not at this level.
In those other games, it was simply who had more desire and will. It wasn't as much of, oh, hey, we made bad mistakes. Like, we were just undisciplined and didn't hold our edge, like protect the edge rush and things like that. It was like, no, TCU just wanted it more, and they made sure to do it. They took advantage of everything they could. UCF made sure to make a statement. They took advantage of every opportunity they could. Today, we just let Clemson have it, like, and just failed basic fundamentals.
They even pointed out, like, against TCU, it didn't start getting away from North Carolina until the second half. Until third quarter, it didn't really start getting – the game didn't start getting away from them for real till third quarter. Against UCF, they took it away from us by the end of the second.
Jordan is de facto assistant head coach. Hey, Jordan might be able to coach them up. Watch Jordan come in and be a better coach.
I swear, if Michael Jordan comes in and ends up being a better football.
Not Michael Jordan. They're talking about Bill's Jordan.
Oh, that Jordan?
Yeah, that Jordan. They're talking about her.
Give her the headset. Let her make the play calls.
Let her make the play calls.
Shoot, I wouldn't be surprised if they showed up in the booth. That's exactly who it was.
Bill says he wants to pay players based on performance. UNC should have done the same with him. Ooh,
snap.
Man. I mean, yeah. Because like you said, for the TCU game, the halftime score was 20-7. And the only reason it was that bad is because we had that interception. They go down and score, and then we had that quick 3 and out, and they scored in the last 53 seconds.
Yeah, it was just bad turnovers up until that point.
But it was 20-7 at half. Flipping the – wait, let me pull it up. The UCF game, we go by halftime. By halftime, it was a little bit worse. It was 20-3 in the UCF game. So we were down worse in today's game after the first quarter than we were against TCU and UCF at half. That lets you know how bad this game was. We were down worse after the first quarter than we were against TCU or UCF at halftime in those games.
Like, it's
like, make that make
it's mad.
Dog.
It's mad, man.
We were behind further after 15 minutes in this game than we were after 30 minutes versus TCU and UCF. Wow. That's just all right, man. Listen. Y'all better figure this out. Y'all got, it appears to be what? Next game is versus Cal. So y'all got another off week. And then you got Cal on a Friday night. I promise you this much. As much as we've been talking bad about California, y'all can't sit back. Y'all can't let California do y'all like this. I'm sorry.
Listen, another off week to who?
Another off week, and then we play Cal.
California. We just got another bye week next week?
Yeah.
Shoot, y'all might as well go ahead and give them another game. There ain't no point in y'all taking over. Y'all need to.
Hey,
if this is what y'all look like with a rest, y'all better not.
Call Memphis. Call Cincinnati. Call somebody who got an opening in their schedule.
Get a scrimmage or something up.
Schedule another game right now, bro, because this
ain't it. Call somebody about some scrimmages or something, because they ain't, no, sir.
Y'all don't deserve a week off. I'm going to be honest. They don't deserve a week off.
Listen, and looking at it like this, I'm so glad that we don't have like a Miami or a Florida State or a Georgia Tech on this schedule. Or Boston College.
You want to talk about getting dog walked? You want to talk about getting smacked up and clapped? We got dog walked by a Clemson team that's struggling. How you think we gonna do against them right now?
So we look like that against a 1-3 Clemson team.
And I can't sit here and act like it was. It's all in the cards. Trust the process. Like that. Listen, I'm gonna need you to elaborate what the process is and show me the step by steps. Because right now, the big picture, I can't trust that. I need you to show me the step by step process.
Because right now, I don't like your process. I feel like you need a new one.
Hey, listen, show me the intricacies. Like, show me where we're at in the plan so I can see where the journey leads. Like, I need to see the small details. Because
give me the spark notes. I need the spark notes. I need the process for dummies is what I need. Because clearly I'm not understanding something.
I need the 12-step English, stupid, hard. That's how mad I am. I need the 12-step program laid out. I need to see every step, every bit of it.
I need you to lay this process out like they laid out AAA. Like, you just need to tell me what we got going on, because bruh.
This ain't it, man. But shoot, I think we have done more than enough of talking about this. I'm really disappointed in UNC today.
This joint gave me a headache.
This was a bad showing. And y'all don't deserve an off week, in my opinion. But that's all. Like, Clemson did what they were supposed to do, and we told y'all if y'all didn't take them seriously, they could dog walk you out the gym. And that's exactly what they did. But shoot, you got anything else?
Oh, no. Nothing
That's
else.
how disappointed we are, y'all. So,
nothing else.
Hey, with all that being said, y'all know the deal. Hey, check us out Tuesday, 9 p.m. We will be back here, right here on this channel. We're going to talk more heading into this bye week or whatever the case may be and going forward. Hopefully, some good comes out of this. I don't know.
Hopefully we see some good news. Like a coach got fired.
Like a recruit commits, like a high-end recruit commits and says, you know what, I want to help fix this problem. I don't know. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But, man, Tar Heel Nation, y'all take it easy out there. Stay safe in these streets. Have a wonderful weekend. Go Heels. And we'll see y'all on Tuesday at 9 p.m. Right there. Y'all know the deal. We out.